Hey guys, here at DNR Sports Center, good morning to you. It's a little bit loud around me because we got lots of people in the store right now. Safe ice is all around us here in the Greater Kalamazoo area, and we're going to talk about southern Michigan, the safe ice areas and what's going on. Starting off up in that north central area, I know that they've got we got a good Cadillac report for walleyes from Kyle Guthrie. Really nice batch of fish he caught. We're going to end up down here around the Kalamazoo area. I know the lakes around Coldwater have been kicking up really nice limits of crappies and bluegills. So just a basic report to tell you, that stuff's happening now all the way down to the Indiana border, so you got to get on out. So let's start off right here today with a Lake Cadillac Mitchell report. This is our first one of the year. Talked to Chris Knazel up at Pilgrim's Village Sports Shop. They're right there on the shores of Lake Mitchell. They've got all the bait, all the tackle, everything you need for if you're showing up to town without, unprepared, so to speak. The guys at Pilgrim's Village can take care of it. They can also take care of your accommodations. They got their cabins open and ready to go. And the fishing on Lake Mitchell has been very good. So Kyle Guthrie sent me this great report. He set up a spread, him and his kids set up a spread of tip-ups around their shack, and they were jigging with pink and silver flutter spoons with minnow heads and doing really well. They got several hits and then lost the fish on the way to the hole. But on the tip-ups, they had lots of trips and ended up getting 3 really nice fish on the tip-ups. So, a good first day for sure. But a live minnow presentation on the tip-up put the fish in the boat, but he was getting hit on the jigging spoon. So guys, that means the fish are pretty active. He was fishing the area on the west side of the lake in about an 8-foot, right along that 8-foot line, 8-foot break line where the weeds that during the open water season are standing. Now they're starting to lay down a little bit, and there's lots of walleye cruising through there. So tip-ups and minnows on Mitchell Lake, as well as rod and hand jigging and flutter spoon fishing. Pink and chrome, as he said, the pink on one side, chrome on the other is what got all of the bites when he was jigging, and that was just off the bottom pounding with a minnow head. So get on up to Lake Mitchell and Cadillac. The fishing should stay good. I know we're gonna have a little bit of warm weather coming in. I'm gonna throw this into the southern Michigan report that might disrupt it in a few days, but I think we're good for this whole week. We'll see what happens and how cold it gets at night, but I have a feeling that things from Cadillac north are gonna stay okay for this whole week. So get on out there and have some really good fun there in that north central Michigan region. So, hey, anyway, guys, back at DNR Sports Center, let's do an area around DNR Sports Center. I saw Steve Webb was on the internet last night with a really nice catch of crappies out of the Coldwater area. And also, I would expect that Paul Antonovich will be out soon on Secret Lake showing me bluegill pictures. He never will tell me where this lake is, but it's not far from DNR Sports Center. I do know that because he comes in, gets bait, he's off, and he's back in the afternoon with a load of fish. Here's my suggestion to you guys. All these small 50, 100, 200, 300 acre lakes in and around the area in south central Michigan, these are all froze up right now with good safe ice. You might have a few that have some methane bubble issues, but most people know those lakes pretty much right now. You can go, and if you're careful, you can go ice fishing on these small cottage lakes. And I'm telling you what, first ice fishing is the best ice fishing if you're asking me about it. I know these fish are really aggressive the minute you get 4 or 5 inches of ice. If you're looking for an area to possibly avoid, the triangle from Saugatuck to Grand Rapids north to Muskegon, That triangle got tons of snow. For whatever reason, the snow band set up right there and stayed for 4 days, and they got 15, 20 inches of snow through that whole triangle. So that might diminish some of the ice conditions. So if you're looking for safer ice, I would say head south towards DNR a little bit and fish these south central lakes for the first week of the season, as they got a lot less snow, which means they have a lot safer ice. Same situation, I'm always gonna set up a spread of tip-ups around my shack. I'm gonna bluegill fish with my electronics in a hub, and then once I find the right spot to set the hub, if you get warming weather, which all week long we're gonna have beautiful weather around 40 degrees, so you're gonna be able to get up and move around. So if you're bluegill fishing, I wouldn't set a shack up in 40-degree weather. I'd actually just move around and hole hop. Give yourself a spread of holes and move with your Panoptix live scope bundle or whatever electronics you use, and find where the fish are at, catch them there, and just set a good spread of tip-ups out on a break line or around weed patches for the pike. So that's typically the way you look at early season fishing. I'd fish shallow weeds, shallow weed edges, and the first breaks, the first drops in the lake during early season. Hey, get on down here to DNR Sports Center. If you can't get to DNR, get to VandamWarehouse.com. That's the online outlet. They can fill your order and get it right out to you quick as a wink. And we'll see you again next week here on Fisherman's Digest.